Okay, stop. Before I say a single word, if your kids are in the room, turn this off. I mean it. If your 4-year-old is sitting next to you in the car right now, this is not the episode. This is not the one where we talk about school lunches. This is not the one about mum guilt. This one is spicy, like properly spicy. So if little ears are nearby, save this for later. Save it for tonight, after bedtime, with your headphones in and a glass of wine. You've been warned. Right. So I need to talk about something, and I have been dying to talk about it. I've been dying to talk about it with my friends, and so many of them aren't up to date where I am, and I can't say anything to them without ruining it, and I am literally bursting. Off campus. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, oh my God, I'm so jealous of you because you get to watch it for the first time. Okay, so here's how it started for me. It was like 2 weeks ago, maybe 3. I can't remember because time means nothing to me anymore. Every day is just school drop-off and Bluey and chicken nuggets on repeat. But it was a Thursday night. Both girls were in bed. I'd done the dishes, which, let's be honest, is rare. Usually I just stare at them and go to bed. But I sat down on the couch, opened my phone, and I saw someone on Instagram post about this show Off Campus. And she was like, I haven't felt this way about a TV show since I was 17. And I thought, okay, big call. So I put it on just to see, just one episode. I watched 4 on a Thursday night. I think I was up until like 1 a.m. and I regretted nothing. Well, regretted it at 6 a.m. when my 4-year-old was standing over me asking for toast, but in the moment, no regrets. And look, I wasn't expecting much. I thought it was just going to be some cheesy uni drama, like cute, but whatever. It is not whatever. It is a lot in the best way. The characters are good. The writing is sharp. The guys are, okay, I'm going to say it, the guys are gorgeous, like stupidly gorgeous. And I know that sounds ridiculous coming from a woman who spent her evening picking dried wheat bix off the kitchen table. But that's kind of the point, isn't it? Because here's the thing. I love my kids. I love being their mum. That's not even a question. But by 8 p.m, after I've done the lunches and the reading folders and the bath and the I need water, I need another wee, there's a shadow on my wall routine, I am done. I'm so done. And I don't want to watch the news. I don't want to watch a documentary about something sad. I don't want to think. I want to watch hot people do hot things on a screen and feel something that isn't tired. That's it. That's the whole thing. And I think that's why I got hooked so fast, because it made me feel like, God, how do I say this without sounding weird? But it made me feel like me again. Not mum me, not nurse me, not the me that's got a grocery list running in the back of her head all the time. Just me, the version of me that used to get butterflies, that used to stay up late for fun reasons, that used to actually think about stuff other than whether we're low on baby wipes. And okay, so we need to talk about that scene. You know the one. If you've watched it, you already know what I'm about to say. That mutual masturbation scene. Oh my God. I can't believe I'm talking about this on my podcast. Like, my mum listens to this. So mum, if you're listening, skip ahead. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure don't skip ahead. It doesn't get less awkward than that. But seriously, that scene, I was sitting on my couch in my daggy pajamas, the ones with the hole in the knee, had a cup of tea, and that scene came on and I was just like, and I just sat up, like physically sat up straighter. My jaw was on the floor because it wasn't just like this raunchy nude scene. It wasn't just thrown in for shock. It was actually intimate, like genuinely intimate. The way they looked at each other, the tension, the trust in it. And I was watching it and thinking, this is the most scene I've felt in weeks, and it's not even happening to me. It's fictional characters on a screen. But it hit different. It hit so different watching it as a mum at 11 p.m. in a quiet house after a day of wiping faces and breaking up fights over a Barbie shoe. Because there's this massive gap, right, between the life I live during the day, which is beautiful and chaotic and full of love, and then this other part of me that still exists, that still wants to feel wanted, that still wants excitement, that still thinks about sex and not just something to fit in between laundry loads. And watching that scene, I was like, oh yeah, I'm still here. That part of me didn't go away just because I became a mum. She's just been really, really tired. And I'll tell you what else got me. The chemistry between the leads. I'm not going to spoil it too much for anyone who hasn't watched it yet, but the slow burn, oh my God, the slow burn. It's like, you know, when you're watching two people and you're just screaming at your TV, just kiss already. I was doing that alone on my couch at midnight like a lunatic. And I loved every second of it. I texted my girlfriend the next day and I was like, have you watched Off Campus? And she was like, I finished it last night. And she's like, I haven't felt this unhinged since Twilight. And honestly, same. It gave me that same feeling that I used to get as a teenager reading books under my covers with a torch, that giddy, fluttery, slightly guilty feeling like you're doing something you shouldn't be. Which is so dumb because I'm 33 years old. I'm allowed to watch a sexy show. No one's going to ground me. But it still felt a little bit naughty. And I kind of love that. And I think this is just me. This is just my experience. But I think I'd forgotten I'm allowed to like stuff for just me. Not stuff that's good for the kids, not stuff that's useful, not a podcast about meal prep or gentle parenting. Just something fun, something dumb, something that makes me feel fizzy. Off Campus made me feel fizzy. There, I said it. And the thing is, I've been talking about it with a few other mums at school drop, like quietly, like we're passing secrets. And one of them leaned in and was like, oh my God, have you gotten to that scene? And I was like, I know what scene you're talking about. And she just nodded with this look on her face. And we both just stood there grinning like idiots while our kids ran past us with the bags falling off. It's become this little thing, like this little club, the mums who watch Off Campus and we can't shut up about it. And it's fun. It's just really fun. I also want to say, because I know someone's thinking it, I don't feel guilty about it. I don't. I used to feel guilty about everything. Guilty for wanting time alone, guilty for not wanting to play Barbies for the third hour in a row, guilty for being on my phone. But watching a show I enjoy after my kids are asleep, no, I'm not going to feel bad about that. That's my time. That tiny little window between their bedtime and mine, that's mine. And if I want to spend it watching beautiful people with great jawlines make questionable choices at a fake uni, then that's what I'm going to do. My husband walked in during one of the episodes the other night and he looked at the screen, and he looked at me, and he looked back at the screen and he's like, is this what you watch when I'm not here? And I was like, yeah, and I'm not turning it off. He sat down and watched like 10 minutes of it. Then he got up and was like, oh, I don't get it. And I was like, you don't have to get it. It's not made for you. And it's not. It's for me. It's for me and the other mums at drop off and every woman sitting on a couch at night who just wants to feel something other than exhausted. I think that's what I love most about it, actually. Not just the show itself, but the way it's reminded me that I'm still a person with interests, with wants, with a pulse. Because some days, honestly, I forget. Some days I'm so deep in the routine that I forget I used to have hobbies. I used to go out. I used to have opinions about things that weren't school policies or sleep schedules. And then I watch a show like this and I'm like, oh, yep, I'm still there. I still like things. I still get excited about stuff. And that feels good. Not in a deep way, not in a life-changing way, just in a, oh, cool, I'm still a human being way. So don't get me wrong, even though the show wasn't meant for Mark, he still reaped the benefits. And if you know what I mean, I think he was glad that I watched it the week he was home. So mums and the dads will thank me for this after their mums have watched it. So yeah, that's my off-campus rant. I have no deep point, no lesson, no big message. I just really like this show and it's hot, it's fun. It made me stay up way too late and I'd do it again. If you haven't watched it, watch it after the kids are in bed with the snacks and maybe lock the door so no one walks in. And if you have watched it, come find me on Instagram, DM me, tell me your favorite scene, tell me which character you're obsessed with. I want to talk about it. I need to talk about it because my husband does not care and my kids only want to talk about Frozen and I'm going to explode if I don't debrief with someone. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of the Real Mummy podcast. Remember, every mum's journey is unique and you are doing an amazing job. Please be sure to head over to our website at www.realmummypodcast.com
to stay up to date with the latest episodes and dive into our recent blog articles filled with even more wisdom and stories. We absolutely love connecting with our listeners, so don't forget to follow us on social media. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Real Mummy Podcast. Join the conversation, share your thoughts, and become part of our supportive mum community. And I'd love to hear from you. Have you got a topic you want covered? Do you have a guest you'd love to hear from? Reach out to us through our website or social media. Your input is invaluable and helps us to create the content that matters most to you. Thank you for being part of the Real Mummy Podcast family. Until next time, stay strong, stay kind to yourself, and remember, you're never alone on this journey.